Why did you become who you were?
Why did I become who I was?
Why would you want to do this? You know?
I just loved hip hop growing up as a kid. I just, you know, it was like it spoke to me more than any other music I had ever heard before, you know? From early like Ice-T to Fat Boys, and then LL Cool J, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, and it just like, I don't know, it was like, first I was a fan of the music, you know what I'm saying, before I even thought about rapping. LL Cool J was the one who made me like first start writing rhymes, and I was like 12, 13 maybe, and it sucked, you know, I wasn't good, but like I had to keep practicing and practicing and practicing. I gave it up for a little while, then I started again back when I was like 15, and started being able to kind of put songs together. And then I just was like, I was never really good at much else, you know? I don't know, once I found out I was decent at something, I just kind of focused and just, you know, went for it. I never really like got into rock and roll or R&B or blues or anything like that. I just, you know, I'd listen to songs on the radio or whatever my mom was listening to in the car, but once hip hop came along, I just felt like, man, this is like, I don't know, I just was all in.
How old were you when that started?
Hip hop, the first time I heard anything, my Uncle Ronnie brought over a tape of the Breakin' soundtrack, and it had Reckless on it from Ice-T. My Uncle Ronnie started liking rap before I did, and then he kind of introduced me to it. And right around that time, I think the movie had just come out, and I saw the movie, and I was like, yo, I love it. It just spoke to me in a way that no other music had spoken to me before.
How old were you when you first started putting it out there? Like started rapping or doing rap battles?
Well, I had a weird trajectory. Like I was afraid early on, like 15, 16 years old, I was afraid that to go into any clubs or anything like that to say my raps because I felt like I wasn't good enough yet. So I had to get to a certain spot. And then I was trying to I was just making songs. One day I got a call from my boy Proof, and he was like, yo, you need to come up to the hip hop shop. And I was like, what is the hip hop shop? He's like, yo, just come to the hip hop shop, write something. And I got a chance to, when I went to the hip hop shop, I was like, what the fuck? He was like, yo, I'll clear everybody out. I'll have like 10 people, right? And you rap in front of them. And if they don't like you, you know, they're gonna tell you they don't like you. if they do like you and they fuck with you, then they, you know. So I went there, I said the rap. I got some people jumping around and shit, and I was like, okay, this might be it for me. And then that's when we started having battles at the hip hop shop. We was having like a battle every, couple months or something? Yeah, every 2 or 3 months. But every Saturday, I would make sure that I didn't have to work till 4 o'clock because I was going to the hip hop shop every Saturday. So every Saturday for me was, and this is early 20s, was St. Andrews Hall on Friday night. Saturday, hip hop shop. Tuesday, Ebony Showcase. I started battling, and then in the hip hop shop, the first battle that we had there, I won it. But what we was doing, Proof was taking names and he was putting them in a hat. Like if you want to sign up to battle, you just put your name in the hat. He picks a name, picks another name. So it'd be like Bizarre versus B Flat. And then they'd go at it, and it was, you know, and then me versus whoever. I remember one time I battled Conniver, who was in my group, D12, but we weren't a group yet. I battled, Vaughn. And then I just started I met a few people that got me out of just Detroit, and I went to like 97 Scribble Jam, and I went all the way to the end, and then I lost to this guy named Juice, who to this day is still a really good fucking rapper. And I think that he's so good that it's okay that I lost to him. And then from there I met Wendy Day, and she put me on her battle team. she had this battle team that was an event in LA called the Rap Olympics, and she put me on that team. I went out to LA and then got in that battle at the Rap Olympics, and all the way to the end and lost again. The last dude. And I was like super discouraged. I just got evicted from my house. Had to break in through the back of the house.
Yeah.
The dude that we was paying rent to, he wasn't paying the rent with it. So one day this is literally the day before I go to the Rap Olympics, and thank God for Wendy Day, man, because she paid for my plane ticket. But that day, we're like, what the I come home from work, me and my boy, and we're like, what the fuck, all our shit is on the lawn. So that happened, and then I had to break into the back because I had nowhere to stay. So I had to break into the house through the back window, which was my old window. Broke in, slept on the floor, got up the next day, went to the Rap Olympics. The first prize was $500, and I needed that $500, man, and I lost it. And I was fucking devastated. And then this kid, Dean Geislinger, walks up to me and he's like, yo, man, you got one of those CDs? And I was like, yeah. And I kind of just tossed it to him, right? And didn't think nothing of it. I didn't know that Dean worked with Jimmy Iovine. So he gave it to Jimmy. Jimmy gave it to Dre. And I'm back in Detroit now, fucked, right? I have nothing, like nowhere to go. And I get the call and I'm like, oh shit, you know, this is about to happen.
Wow.
For me, rap is like a 24/7 job, and it takes a lot of dedication, right? And to stay sharp with the pen and stuff like that. But it's a different kind of discipline to do that. For anybody who feels like I just feel like I'm worthless. I'm not nothing in this world. Anybody who feels that and then finds something that they're actually good at, it's like I think that's what makes somebody go for that so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was never good at nothing. I'm good at this.
Sometimes you have to lose yourself before you can find anything.